Oh no, I don't have my face cam on. Good, right, okay. We should be live now. That's Phronosis' stream. Let me not go on that. Let me get the link to the live stream. I'll just send the announcement in the tournament channel and then we should be ready to start. Okay, that should be us. Hello, people. Okay, so today is gonna be an interesting match because, as you can see, it's San Marino's turn. Unlike the other nations, the other Azerbaijans in the tournament, San Marino actually made it through. We'll discuss about that a bit more when we get into the match. But for now, if you could both exit to the main level there, thank you. So, you probably already know the rules, but we have to go over them. There'll be two 15-minute halves, 15-minute, 5-minute break, and another 15 minutes. If you want to deafen, you can. You can either set deafen in the level, or you can set a timer for 15 minutes, and then deafen when that goes off, so that you know when to stop playing. Your attempt after the 15 minutes, so if you're on an attempt and the timer hits 0, that will count still towards your points. Anything after that will be disqualified if you continue playing. So, that should be everything for people watching. It says on the spreadsheet, but I'll say it anyways. San Marino is on the top left here. Yes, hello. And Sweden is on the bottom. And the stream's paused for a second. So, go to clock. Are you ready? I mean, I'm pretty sure you are. So, no, not 3 hours and 50 minutes. Just 50 minutes timer. I'll give you a countdown. So, we're gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2. Wait, hold on. Before we start, have you changed the numbers on the spreadsheet to be for anoxism? Because I don't know if those are the worst trip ones or not. I don't want to get those mixed up. Okay, they're the right ones. Also, Sweden on the bottom. We're actually gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. As the timer started for the first half. So, by the looks of things, these players haven't finished their level yet. So, we'll see if it's an even Stevens match. Now, the thing is here, San Marino is interesting because obviously San Marino's, you know, here in the match. You probably wouldn't expect that. But, yeah, they made it through. Now, to be fair, they weren't in the most competitive bracket. Out of all the groups, it was one of the easiest ones to make it through. So, it honestly makes sense that San Marino's here, but it's still funny that they made it here. Obviously, we're not expecting San Marino to go very far. I think that best was like 9%, it said. So, probably not. Sweden has gotten runs decently into that 5-point section by the looks of things before. So, we can definitely see Sweden pick up a few points. They did pretty well. They did underperform in the group stage, but it was still a good performance nonetheless. It was enough to bring them into the competition. For the round of 32 at least. I'm assuming all of chat is going to be supporting San Marino, but now, this is Anoxism. We haven't seen this one in a while. We've been on a bunch of worst trip runs, but this first half is the hardest part of the level by the looks of things from what we know from past teams playing this level. We're obviously qualifying as 34, Sweden was pretty close, but we're gonna wanna, you know, see more than what we're seeing now. So, but really, I'm yapping here, because Sweden just needs to score 1 point here to really win. They are technically currently in the lead, because if the timer runs out in the first half and second half and nobody scored points, then we go off of who had the best run from 0. So far, Sweden is technically in the lead by those standards. But yeah, Sweden's gonna have to pass some really hard parts if we want to see any points. Sadly, I don't think San Marino is cut out for the round of 32, so we'll see if we can see anything from them. And that's gonna be our first qualifying on the board from Sweden. Now, this middle half isn't too hard comparatively from what we've seen, so could be a 5-point run. We just need to get to 62. Very doable. At least getting halfway. This spider, we've barely seen anyone die to, so we could... This part does kill a few. It's right at the point boundary. But we are gonna see 62%. We're gonna see at least 5 points from Sweden here. San Marino still hasn't done much. Can we get to 81? I think it'll be a new best for them if we do. We're getting very far in. We have seen some deaths of this robot. It's entirely possible. This beginning part of the ship is very, very difficult comparatively to the rest of the level. But passes it. We are going to at least see 10 points here. We could see a completion. We have seen people fumble at the end. And it's going to be a new best. It's going to be 10 points. Sadly not completion. But that was a new best. So congrats on that. I don't think San Marino's winning this, but you know, it's the thought that counts. At least San Marino showed up. A lot of teams, you know, performed, or would have performed better than San Marino, and they, you know, haven't actually done too well. So San Marino isn't the worst performing one here, and also some just didn't even show up. Some got disqualified, like India didn't show up. I think Portugal didn't show up? A couple of were no-shows. So on the rankings, on like the final rankings, San Marino will be above them. So not the worst performance we're gonna see in the round of 32 here. Got 12%, a new best. If we just see that like 2 more times, then you know that's 34. But yeah, I think Sweden has secured it. Now, if I go to announcements, we can check who Sweden will be facing in the round of 16 if they make it through. Hold on, we might have a run here on Sweden's end. We do. More points are going to be picked up here. We'll see if we can replicate that new best. Okay, decent run, gets to the spider. We're not gonna expect a death here. Could see a death of this ship. Very deadly part. Has done a lot of people over, but nope. We are gonna see at least 5 here. This has been a good run for Sweden, honestly. And we're only on the first half of the first 15 minutes. Is going to be 5 points, putting them up to 15. So as we were saying, if Sweden or San Marino makes it on to the next round, they're going to face Switzerland, because Switzerland was able to knock out Canada in the round of 32, a bit of an upset there, and that's going to be an interesting match. I think Sweden and Switzerland are fairly matched, so I could see it going either way then. I would have said Canada against, you know, Sweden for winning, but they actually got knocked out, so I think it's a very even match. But that might mean I'm underestimating Switzerland, considering they beat one of the heavy hitters. But qualifying again from Sweden. Dies immediately, but doesn't really matter. There's a big point difference anyways. 16 for Sweden now. He just has to get to 34 11 times. Exactly. San Marino can come back. For the people watching, our co-host, our screen share, isn't going to be speaking today because he got caught hostage, so we're not gonna have too much, so I'm gonna try and speak a bit more than usual to make up for that fact. But they put me next to the trash, yeah. Oh, another good Sweden's popping off. Considering Sweden hasn't beaten the level, this is an excellent performance. And there's still just under 8 minutes to go in the first half, not even the second half. And we're already gonna see 5 points. Sweden is a lot more consistent at getting 5 points than a couple of the really heavy hitters that we saw that have had a lot of completions. I could definitely see the completion happen, you know, on this match. It's entirely possible. 75, it's gonna be 5 points. Sadly not 10, but good enough. Yeah, it's gonna be 21. Has there been a close match once or not? Multiple times. There's multiple times been very close matches that went back and forth. It's just that this one's 13%. Oh my goodness, the comeback. But this one specifically is just an odd matchup, just because Sweden underperformed and San Marino realistically shouldn't have got through. It was just a really lucky bracket. So yeah, it makes sense why there's going to be a big difference in this one. It's not the norm. It was for the group stage, but not for the round of 32. Yeah, so San Marino's on a bit of a run here, comparatively. I believe this is gonna be a new— no, barely not. 13.99. Could have been a new best from San Marino there. And yeah, there we go. And there's gonna be another qualifying from Sweden. Sweden has been pretty consistent at this first half. We're not expecting a death. We saw one, but everything else has went 5 or above. See if that can be replicated here. 62 for 5 points. We've crossed the halfway point now. And it's going to be 5 points at least. Now, I'm assuming that because, yeah, sad death there, it's going to be another 5 points to Sweden. Yeah, as I was saying, considering that Sweden hasn't beaten the level yet, I think we have got to expect a lot of deaths at the end of it. So we might not see that completion, but I definitely think we're going to see another 10-point run, or a couple. San Marino's taking inspiration from their football team. I'm surprised that, like, Vatican City and San Marino have football teams. I'm pretty sure they get their players from Italy. I don't think it's people from like the Vatican and stuff, but still. Was that another point for Sweden? I think it was. Yes, it was. 36. 4.5 minutes to go of the first half. I don't know if we'll need the second half. Dog appearance there. Another qualifying from Sweden. Gets past that ship. Surprisingly, we haven't seen the death there yet from Sweden. I would have expected one by now. It's a pretty tricky part, but we're not going to see that. We're going to have at least 5 points here. Getting to this robot that we've seen Sweden struggle out a bit and then immediately dies again. It's going to be 5 points, though. Oh, hi, Meth Genius. I didn't see you. Log in San Marino. Yeah, I don't know if they have this. Someone said that we could multiply their points by 1,000, which could work, but I think I might get into legal troubles if I did so. So, We might have to hold off for now and just pray. Wait, it could be a new bet. No, 11%. We could have saw a new best there. Can you believe that despite having 0 points, San Marino still has the exact same number that Math Genius has in uploads in the past few years? That's a fun fact. How's them Stereo Madness completions going? Well, he did the 10k. He did the 10k. I think we covered it in a video as well. Maybe 20k next? Can we see 20,000? When is this over? When is the next GD World Cup? We might, well, next one, we don't know if there will be one. This one ends whenever we finish. I don't know, it depends. It depends on dates. I don't know when I'm doing the next one, or if I'm doing the next one. If I do another one, it's going to be run on a separate channel. I'm gonna get people to do it. That's another point for Sweden. I'm gonna get more people, so that we can, you know, run it and have it go quicker and at a larger scale, because obviously just me isn't gonna work out. I'm also thinking of doing other stuff. I don't know if I'll do another year. There's other stuff I have planned I want to do, like next year. So not this year, probably the start or like midway through next year. I want to run a free version. If you remember, I was like tricking Kaiga and stuff. They did like a GD like learning course, but it was like paid, and I think that's horrid, because I think it's a good idea in concept, but like, why are we making that like monetary things? So I wanted to find a bunch of people that wanted to just do, you know, want to do it, but we're not gonna charge anything, right? I just want to give like a free course, 'cause I feel like one-on-one advice, one-on-one physical advice with someone, or like a pro player, would be very useful, but I don't like how they have to make it paid. So yeah, I don't know when I would start, if I'd even start that. It's just the idea. This is a good run from Sweden, by the way. I'm like not locked in on watching this. This is the last couple seconds here. Last attempt for both of them in the first half. And that is going to be a completion to end the first half off. 20 points for Sweden. That is crazy. 53-0. So, very impressive. We're gonna go on a 5-minute break now, so you can put the thing on the spreadsheet. And we'll just like, I'll just re-chat while we're on our few minute break. You guys can practice the level if you want, or do whatever.
I might clutch this, Bean. Don't worry, I might clutch this.
Nah, I trust in San Marino to win, bro.
I don't trust in myself.
San Marino just needs like a couple completions, and that changes the game, you know? Just a couple flukes.
I just need to get 34% like 53 times only.
Yeah.
To catch up if Sweden doesn't make any more points. If. Only if.
We need a GD World Cup for noobs where San Marino's the top 1 player. Exactly.
I don't think I need to. I'm just holding back. That's why I am losing.
Someone's asking in chat what your hardest is.
IQ 98%.
I mean, most people can't do the main levels, so that's pretty impressive.
Kinda. I died at 98 5 times. It's not impressive. It's just killing you. I find it funny though.
Oh, this was over from the start. No, no, second half, San Marino is gonna make a comeback. You see that? That's 35% in practice mode, which means in your brain, there is an ability to pull off 1 point, okay? Now, if you just keep consistently getting that 1 point, and Sweden just can't do anything, then you never know. You never know. If you can
This is
sight read a
mathematically
5-star, you can sight read a Noxism. It's just harder.
Damn. I will 100% sure die at the wave anyway.
He's holding back, don't worry. Yeah, you're just doing what Azerbaijan did, letting the other people.
Yeah, it's because if I wasn't holding back, I would have won the tournament, you know?
Yeah, it would have been you and Azerbaijan in the finals, and you know, we already knew
Exactly.
that would happen. It wouldn't be entertaining, would it?
Yeah, exactly.
If we play Acu, then San Marino wins. Quick, guys, get back on, have an Acu competition mid-break. You have like 2 minutes of break left, so like, go on.
Yes, I might beat Aki for real right now.
This is the one that counts. This is the real one that counts.
No, I have the set, the dark secret behind Aki's song.
Qualifying's drop, 5 points is passing the ship, 10 points is passing the wave at like 70, and then the completion is 100, 200.
No way.
That's your goals right now. Sweden isn't even on Acu, so you have this. You just need to get 1 point.
No way. I might get a 1 point.
No, they're going on Acu. Oh no, no, Sweden's beat Acu.
Oh.
No.
No, this is my moment of glory.
San Marino, lock in, but you have 1 minute before we go back to the second half. You need to get a point before Sweden does.
I might need to.
You need to. Come on, you could do it. You could do it.
I just need 1 point and then happy.
1 point. See, Sweden's fumbling. You're more consistent than Sweden right now. Oh my god, you're about to get to the point. No! No, 26! That's not gonna be a point. No!
I've been playing Acu in like 5 months.
Bro, but if you tie at 0, then
Technically win because I have
Marino
more percentage on Aki.
you have 1 minute. You have 1 minute before we go back last. You need to lock in. You need yes, come on. Come on, you see guys? If this was Acu, that would have been it. San Marino just won there, 1 point. Okay, we can go back to Noxism now. We'll start the second half. If we were playing Acu, that would be a sweep. It just had to be rigged so that Sweden could win. It's sad, but it's just how the story goes. So, okay.
You should totally give me 1 point. Yeah, exactly.
Get 0.1 points. Okay. Right. Oh.
Minus 1 point.
Okay. Your next 15 minutes starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Sweden screen share. Okay, wait, no, it's minimized. I'll wait for that to turn on. Not that it matters much. Oh, it's like your Sweden. Your screen share's like going black and white consistently. It's like keeps dipping out. I don't know if you want Japan. Yeah, we're getting Japan flashbacks right now. I really hope they pick a different player for next time. Cause that
is it working now?
I mean it's staying on the screen for longer, but it's still going black. I mean, you could just play out. It doesn't really matter much when you're this far ahead. I mean, that's gonna be qualifying for Sweden. All they need is 34%, please. Something tells me San Marino isn't getting 34%, but we can always hope. We might have to put an epilepsy warning on our tournaments to include Sweden or Japanese players, because apparently that could hurt the eyes. This is at least 5 points. Where we are in the level, I do not know. It's went completely black. Okay, we've just lost Sweden now.
Well, I died to the ship.
Okay, well, we saw 62, so we at least 5. But, okay. You might want to stop screen sharing and re-screen share again.
Alright, I'll try.
How is San Marino here? They got a very, very, very lucky group that wasn't... I mean, it either had people that weren't trying, or it just had a really low bar. There was only a couple points scored in that. It's still doing it, we just have to live with it, that's fine. We're already 58 points ahead, so... But imagine a 1v1v1 the Glungster versus San Marino versus Azerbaijan. Now who would win that? Azerbaijan. Yeah, Azerbaijan would dominate. I feel, yeah, I could see San Marino getting to the finals there, but I think Azerbaijan would take it realistically. Yeah. Loki disqualifies Sweden for this and San Marino wins. I was thinking about that. That could be our scapegoat to let San Marino win. Wait, San Marino got 13.99 again. No, that could have been it. Another good run from Sweden. Gets to 34. It's going to be at least a point here. What happened to Sweden's screen share? Yeah, I don't even know. Someone please falsely accuse Sweden of cheating so San Marino wins. I mean, we could be seeing Sweden no clip for all we know right now. It keeps going black. You never know what's happening in those black sections. Might have to disqualify. San Marino might just win. Advanced no clip, exactly. How will we know if the cheat indicator is green if it's all black, guys? We are gonna give a point there, but because it went black, I mean, it's just gonna be 1. I don't know why he's doing this, because it was completely fine the first half. Yeah, and I mean, for all we know, what if there's some secret pads that are, like, invisible in Sweden's gameplay? Did we check the object count on this level? Maybe Sweden's got a couple over the limit here, and it... Okay, qualifying again. It's gonna be at least 1 point. It is just gonna be 1, puts them to 60 points. Did Ukraine qualify? Ukraine qualified, yes. I mean, to the round of 32. I mean, I can check the results of everything right now. Because I have the memory of a goldfish. I cannot remember if they played or not. Another good run here. Yeah, they played against Ethiopia and they won. How am I forgetting about that? Our screen share, our loser is literally in chat right now. Alright, there's currently just 8 minutes to go before we find out our winner. I really wonder who could be winning this right now. It's very close. There is only a 2-digit point difference. What happened with Poland? Did they say when they're playing? Yeah, Poland is playing on the 29th. That is the confirmed date for that one. Did Isle of Man qualify? I don't think anyone from Isle of Man even showed up. My granddad goes holidaying there a bit, so maybe he could have, you know, joined them, I guess. But besides that, yeah, there's no one really in Isle of Man. What happened with Denmark? I don't know if they got through. I mean, they participated, but I don't think they got through the group stage. What time is the Poland match? It's in, match times. It's just not at the top. It's like, I can't remember. I just remembered it's the 29th. I checked, I didn't see it. Oh, I must not add it. It's in round of 32. If you scroll up enough, we decided it. 12 p.m. BST, August 29th. I meant to add, I told them I'd add it, and I didn't, I got lazy. I have managed 5 Reddit accounts, one of them is mine. You could have asked me or any of them. Well, I don't go personally asking each country. I just sent the announcement and then they join out of their free will, and then the people there can message the countries if they need to find members for their team. Wait, no, that's a sad death for San Marino. And qualifying for Sweden. Sadly dies of the UFO. Pretty terrible death, but it's going to be 1 point there, putting them up to 61. And also, there is under 5 minutes remaining. Memes, you there? Can you move the 60 to 60? Yeah, thank you. Another, okay, that's gonna be 1 point still for Sweden, puts them up to 62. Another good run from Sweden here. Okay, gets to the spider. Gets a 70. Okay, we could see a good run here again. Remember, 81 for 10 points. Gets there. Could be a completion. Gets to... No, dies at 93. It's just gonna be 10 points, sadly. If San Marino gets a singular point, we all celebrate. Something tells me that's not gonna happen, sadly. There is 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Loki, that's unfair because that's not San Marino's skill set and that's why he's losing. Honestly, Anoxism isn't too far off from Accu. So I don't know if it is, but I think it's unfair because San Marino's losing. And I feel like it's an 8 Accu, so it's not the same one. Yeah, exactly. That's more of a good way to describe it. Just a minute on the clock. Sadly, it's looking like it won't be a 100-point game for Sweden, but it's still very impressive considering we nearly got 2 completions there. Nearly 3, actually. And prior to this, Sweden hadn't even beaten the level yet. Trickshot is not the best list team, and I played it. I think it's decent, but it's definitely not the best one. It's like a B tier for me. It's like a high C or maybe a B tier. I wouldn't put any higher. Good run for Sweden. And we're in the last 5 seconds, and this is time. This is the last attempt for each of them. Sadly, that was the very end for San Marino. My timer went off. I forgot that my phone on deafen. I did. Or silent mode on deafen. I have my phone on deafen. My phone on silent mode. Sweden's kind of locked in right now, but last attempt completion, it seems like it always happens. We always get a last attempt completion. I don't know why. But this has happened so many times in the tournament. Despite... Oh no, sadly we're just gonna see a ship death. 10 points. Final score 82-0. So sadly, San Marino is knocked out. Can I get some rips in the San Marino flag in chat? This is a hard day. I mean, it's a miracle that we had San Marino in the round of 32 again. But sadly, I think that's the last of the top nations eliminated. So
it's because I was holding back trust.
Exactly. You're actually a 35 merchant, but you've just decided to be nice and not play to your
Yeah, exactly.
And,
exactly. If it was Aku, I would have won trust.
Yeah. But yeah.
Oh, no.
So congrats, Sweden. You're moving on to face Switzerland in the round of 16. Not really got much more to say. 12 PM BST, 29th is our next match, and it'll be our last match because any other team, there was another team that they were supposed to face that got disqualified, so the match isn't going ahead, and the other team's automatically moving on. You can see who those teams they're moving on are in our Discord, in Nations Participating channel. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. Bean should make a perma screen sharer. I don't know why you already aren't. I need to invite. Are you in the server? I don't think you are. I need to invite you. There's so many, and like you're always, despite everyone else, you're always the one that like comes up, even though like I never asked you beforehand.
You should totally make me comment
Yeah.
into the.
How about in
into
the
videos
finals?
trust.
In the finals, we get every single person that's competed to screen share all at once, and so we don't actually see the finals. It's like a minuscule screen share. I think that'd be very an entertaining match. But anyways, that's gonna be it from us. Thanks for coming over. And